Hi, welcome to the Property Show. I'm Jayashree Kurup. I'm editor MBTV, and today we're talking about redevelopment of cities. We've got 100 smart cities in the country, and we have a large number of people working on the back end, making our cities more powerful, much better managed, and enabled by IT. And today we have with us Pradeep Misra of REPL. Thanks for coming to the show. He already advises governments about redevelopment. Pradeep, let's start with why does India need to redevelop its cities?
Government realized after 1991 when the
Mumbai floods.
Yeah, Mumbai floods and all this happened that the urban infrastructure is going down, and they have to rebuild it, redevelop it because the life is over. So the various schemes floated by the government, central government, and they started developing the cities and improving its infrastructure.
What is it that has happened differently in the last 4 years?
GNNURM was largely concentrating on the physical infrastructure, the developing sewerage system, water supply system, road network, traffic movement plan. And in last 4 years, they splitted it in 2-3 schemes. One is Amrit, another is Smart City, then PMAY. In Amrit, they are taking up these initiatives for developing the city infrastructure like sewerage system, water supply system, and all this thing. And in a smart city, they started developing and integrating all infrastructure through a digital network, making it smart, every data responding to each other, creating lot of urban data, analyzing those urban data through a big data process. So this back-end infrastructure, data creation was not there in earlier schemes, and this is happening in this smart city scheme.
How efficient has this data collection and analysis been so far?
Data collection process is now started. Generally, first project in smart cities are control and command centers. And these control and command centers established to have a one control room handling all city infrastructures and all informations.
Have we identified the services that plug into this command center?
Few services are common in all network, like water supply setup, traffic signals, traffic challan, and sewerage setup, power supply distribution, smart metering, even waste management, pollution data. So all these data are connected and collected through various modern technique and centralized at a control and command center.
Now, how do cities redevelop themselves?
There are two ways of doing this. One is creating a greenfield new development which is modern and which can become a nodal point so that people can copy it, that this is the ideal setup. And second is to put your hand where the correction need maximum. The old city part, which is we call it brownfield development. In the brown city, the roads are very narrow, density of population is very high, new latest infrastructure is not there, like optical fiber, gas pipeline,
even
parking, all these things were not there. Even a right size of school or police thana, hospitals, nursing areas are not there. To create a space for these social and physical infrastructure is a challenge. So government pondered over this whether to go for a greenfield or go for a brownfield, and then they have taken a conscious reason that they should concentrate initially on brownfield. The city infrastructure is taken up largely by Amrit and other projects. Digital and social and visible side is covered largely in smart cities.
What are the elements of redevelopment that have actually taken off?
We are working in 4 cities, Varanasi, Indore, Kanpur and Dehradun. In Varanasi, one very modern, smart Gaushala is proposed in smart city. Chunk of land near Ganga is assigned for that, and a very good modern Gaushala is proposed, which is almost on the verge of completion. Then a municipal school, Machodhuri school, was there, and that is upgraded to a smart school. The new building, entirely new building, demolished the old one, and the new building, tenders floated, work is already on, with the smart classes. The modern technique in education can be induced there. And the ghats are developed in smart city. And now the ghats are very beautiful.
See, when you, if you take places like the ghats, traditionally our problem was that there was a lot of filth, there was a lot of waste that was generated. How does, those processes have been taken care of?
The solid waste management system and water supply system were also part of smart city in Varanasi. City is much more clean than it was few years back.
So what happens to the waste that is collected?
DPR was prepared. Decomposable waste and non-decomposable waste, medical waste were segregated, and the specialized agencies were hired to treat them at a place which is allocated in the master plan of the city.
Where the money for all this comes from?
They created SPV, which is a 50-50% partnership between state government and center. Center and state both are contributing the seed capital, and then that SPV has to use their assets, municipal and other government property assets, and monetize it and generate a model where the recurring income should be taken care of by such created assets. So the equity participation by state and center, as well as in cashing the old value which they have in their assets, are the 2 main sources.
How is housing tackled in smart cities?
2 parts in housing. One is housing proposed in a smart city, and the second is PMAY, Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana. I think PMAY is a bigger assignment of Government of India than smart cities. First, they are geotagging each and every person who is eligible for a PMAY project. Based on that, a detailed project report is prepared for each and every houses. Get the house constructed through a private agency under the supervision of the owner itself. And government is transferring fund directly to that user. And the second part is making house for middle class and upper class. So few projects in Varanasi are proposed to provide housing for middle class and upper middle classes. These projects are also proposed in smart cities. But not all smart cities are going in for the housing development. But Varanasi, no doubt, has.
Which are the other cities that you're handling?
We are handling 3 more cities like Indore, Kanpur, and Dehradun.
We've got Dehradun as a state capital, and you've got Indore as a commercial hub. How different are they from Varanasi, which is actually a pilgrimage town, so to speak?
Dehradun is the latest one which we got. We got it hardly 4, 5, 6 months back.
Yeah.
So it is
in the planning process.
A planning process.
Right.
And Indore was the first one which we got.
Right.
So in Indore, a lot of development has already happened, and Indore is now one of the cleanest city. One of the cleanest city.
It got the award for the cleanest city.
Yes, first, yeah. Other part of implemented like road widening, smart metering, and all these things is already happened on the ground in Indore. They also have selected an area for a development, which is a old Indore area. That part is about to start.
So thank you so much for joining us. We're talking about redevelopment of cities to house modern, smart citizens in a infrastructure that is that includes the aspiration of the middle class as well as the lower middle classes. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to Magicbricks on YouTube and click the bell icon to get new videos.